For the host, for his introduction, I'd let the host do the honors. But before that, we'll just introduce our host for today. That is Hina. She's a second-year computer systems engineering student at MUET. She reads sci-fi, science, and tech enthusiast, and astronomy instructor. Likes adventures and intellectual, optimistic tech talks and futuristic talks. She is also a core team member as director website management too. Hi, Hina. Welcome. You can proceed further now.
Thank you. So, I would like to introduce the speaker for today's session. He's a very active senior, as observed in my like 2 years of university, and he's the past member of DSC MUET team. He's also the IEEE Society member in Karachi section. He is Microsoft MSLA campus lead too, and he's been very active. And he's also considered the CloudSeekho expert. So if you guys have any questions and you want to know anything, then you can all contact him. And now I would want him to take the lead and continue telling our much awaited audience about CloudSeekho details and extensively.
Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum, and very warm welcome at here. Well, tell me first of all, am I audible like still or like is there some problem?
Yes, Marcel, you are.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's start. So first of all, after my such a nice and great introduction, let's move forward. Okay, Fatma, will the event be recorded?
Yes, it is being recorded. Yes.
Okay, great. So, okay, let's discuss, first of all, let's discuss the agenda for today, what we'll be discussing today. First of all, I'll be introducing you to what is Google Cloud Platform, right? What is GCP basically that all the hype is about. And then we'll be discussing something about Google CloudSeekho 1, followed by a theme of CloudSeekho 2, right? And then we'll be discussing about its swags, right? What are the swags? What you'll be getting if you complete these quests, these quick labs. Then we'll be having a demo as well. Demo will include how you'd sign up, how to get the monthly subscription, and finally how to report, right? So, okay, so these are some of the success stories that we got. Before that, let's jump over to the agendas. Now, what is Google Cloud Platform? Basically, it is most of you would be knowing that what basically is a cloud platform, right? If I put it simply, it's just that you are using a computer, but that's not your own. Right? Just for the beginners, you're using a computer, but that's not your own. That is remote one. That is a remote setup, and you are using its resources. And obviously, nowhere in the world is free. You have to pay for it. You have to pay a handsome amount for every platform, every cloud platform that there are in the world. Be it Amazon Web Services, be it Azure Portal by Microsoft, or be it Google Cloud Platform. But what distinguishes GCP, Google, what distinguishes Google Cloud Platform from Azure and AWS is its interfeasibility with all other apps. Most of you would have used a dialog flow one way or another. We would have ordered some dinner from KFC, or we'd have booked a ticket at Netflix or Cineplex, right? Not Netflix, but Cineplex. Netflix, we don't have that bought yet. They all use some way, one way or other way, they use dialog flow. And okay, आवाज कट रही है. Thank you so much, Nimra, for telling this. Now is it okay? Now is my voice clear?
Yes, better.
Yeah, why did you tell me that my voice is having some issue? Just a second. Okay. Thank you so much for this. So now let's continue about cloud platform. I think, acha, dialog flow, we have used dialog flow one way or another. We have used KFC. We have used, I've given you an example of some cool bots. They all use dialog flow for one way or other. And what is dialog flow? Dialog flow is basically a bot creating machine, bot creating platform for, given by Google Cloud platform. Now you see, you are a person. The bot you are making mimics you. And when you are doing this, you are using Google Cloud Platform. It is just one simple example. I am giving this example because many of you would have been astonished by the seamless service they are providing you by having your order completely by a computer or by AI. Well, this all is done by thanks to Google Cloud Platform. This is their resonance. Okay, now, having introduced you about what is Google Cloud Platform, let's move over to CloudSeekho One. Well, Google CloudSeekho is basically an initiative by it's an initiative by Google Pakistan, only and only for university students of Pakistan. Why only for university students of Pakistan? Because we are in a society where we don't get much exposure for the tech related things. We don't get much exposure from a childhood. Being me, I did not even know how to code or how to do these things until I came university. But if we see, if we look at our other countries, we were not going far. We are just an example of India, right? Where is India at the moment? Why? Because the people of India, the students of India are being taught IT, they are being taught about these advanced technologies from the very beginning. And well, we are very, very, very thankful to Google Pakistan. We are very thankful to Saad Hamid. Saad Hamid is basically the community manager for this region. That he initiated this CloudSeekho One. And well, the swags are just an add up, right? Swags are not the swags are not the sole purpose that you should be doing these quests. You should be doing this quest because you want to learn. These opportunities don't come every day, right? These opportunities, the CloudSeekho platform, yeah, Hacktoberfest, or like these things, they do not come every day, and you have to wait for them for a whole year to come. Thank you so much, Hina, for sharing this. Okay, so basically these were the swags uh, given by Google in CloudSeekho One. They included a bottle and a cap, and obviously a certificate confirming your participation, right? As I already said, that the swags are just an add up for boostification of the people. They are not the sole purpose of CloudSeekho. See, as I already said, that cloud technology, the cloud platform everywhere is expensive. But through CloudSeekho, Google Pakistan is giving us a complete month of free cloud platform. Right now, if you want to use anything in your cloud platform, anything you want to you want to learn it in any manner, you have the whole month in that you can do it. Right? Okay, this was my. Okay. This is how your quick labs look like after you are done with this session. After you are done with all this. Okay, now after all this, let's talk about the theme of CloudSeekho 2. Right? Every competition, every event has a theme. CloudSeekho One's theme was basic computing and basic cloud computing. But CloudSeekho 2 is a more extensive version of CloudSeekho 1 with solely focusing on artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and data engineering. Right? So if you do it, being honest, if you do all the labs, all the quests that are being given in the that are being given by Google, you will learn a lot, right? And honestly speaking, if this thing was would have come in on a month earlier, I would have done my final year project on Google. I wouldn't have gone for a Microsoft because Google is far more better than Azure and all these. Okay, well, without uh, like wasting your time much, let's go for a demo, right? Now the problem many people are facing is it that they are not able to sign up, or they are not able to correctly join all the things, right? They are not able to correctly complete all the stuffs. Well, in this session, inshallah, we'll try to answer all your queries we will try to answer as much queries as possible, right? So first of all you have to do for the event is, okay, where is the chat? I should drop the link. All you have to do is go to this website, right? events.withgoogle/CloudSeekho. Now, what is with Google? With Google, identify that this is an event officially by Google and it is being hosted on Google, but this is not by Google. Okay, so once you are on the landing page, you will see a very cool doodle drawn up over here. Now, over here, here you can see the person, the guy sitting on a server, sitting on a cloud, sitting on a cloud server, not on a cloud, sitting on a cloud server, having a cap and a bottle. Well, this was the insignia for CloudSeekho 1, and they, I don't know why, but they chose to continue with the same thing for the second session. Well, once you are on this website, on the landing page, we'll see all the details, right? Okay, here are the swags that you can win once you complete the quest. But once again, I am saying that swags are not the sole purpose. The swags are not the sole purpose for completing these quests. You must yearn to learn something, right? You must grab as much concepts of cloud computing as possible from this opportunity, right? Again, I'm saying this, these opportunities don't come every day. We, F16 batch, we are in final year, and we got this opportunity in our final year. But you guys are very lucky that you are having this opportunity in first year, second year, third year, like your respective university years. You guys are lucky. You must not let this pass through like that. You should grab the concepts. Basically, the concepts are the thing that you should be looking for, not rectification or cramming. Should not be going for that. Well, now let's move for registration process. I would go for incognito window, and I think so it won't be shared over here. Let me do the needful. Okay, so once you click on register now, right? Here you can have all the details. You can look at all the details that you will be having for the session. You will have the pics of the swags and the list of the quests that you would be doing, all the instructions. But for participating, you need to register. Since I've already registered with my account, I'll use the account given to me by the team. Okay, so to log in, to fill up the this thing, I'll first stop the screen to fill up the credentials. Okay, where are the credentials? Just a second, guys, please. Okay, so basically, Google wants everyone to be honest and to learn something. Therefore, they have put on this the restriction that first of all, just to fill up the form, you need to sign up with your Google account. So you can register only once with one Google account, right? You cannot do this के एक अभी कर लिया एक बाद में कर लिया. No, don't go for that. Okay, once you are signed up, once you are in, this is the form that you will be having in front of you. It's quite a simple form, right? कोई इसमें ना rocket science नहीं यहाँ पर इन्होंने नहीं दी हुई. It's a very simple form. All you have to do is just fill the email, like fill your details, email, first name, last name, gender, university, city, and all that. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's fill it with my name. Sorry. What was the email? I again forgot that. Before that, I have to stop the screen again. I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm like again and again stopping the screen sharing, but I. Okay, all you have to do is just fill your email, fill your details. Uh, accept the terms and conditions, accept to receive further email from CloudSeekho and submit the form. Now, what would happen that you would receive a confirmation email? Okay, not GitHub, it was keyboard. Once you fill up the form, it takes almost 24 hours at max to get the email. Okay, once you get the email, the confirmation email would look like this. Now, here are some steps that you need to follow, right? Keep these things in mind that you have to follow these steps anyhow to be able for the swags and for all these things, right? The first step is join the Slack community of Google Pakistan. Then you have to sign up on Quick Labs. Or like if you already have an account, you can just simply sign in. But it's better to sign up. Okay, so after doing the first step, I'm skipping it since this is a testing account, so we are not going for this. Since this is a testing account, so we are not going for a Slack community. So this is straight up bogus thing, and that is quite unethical. Well, after doing the first step,
Slack community. I've joined the Slack community, so maybe I can show them later. Is that okay?
sorry.
I have joined the Slack community, so I can show them later. So you can just, go on with the sign up.
I'm not getting you what you're saying.
I'm saying that I have joined the Slack community. I can show them later.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, once we are done with the session, you can show how the Slack community looks like and how to work with that. Well, yes, Slack community is also a good part to show. Well, okay, after having done the very first step, we'll now move to the second step. Mark my words, write them somewhere, keep it in your mind. You do not have to open the Quick Labs by your own. Use this very link if you want to able to complete all the Quick Labs or get the credits and move smoothly, right? Once you open this link, you'll have this screen. Intro to ML image processing. This is the name of the very first Quick Lab that we'll be doing. Well, the goal over here, the goal for now is to show you how you guys can get unlimited Quick Lab credits. See, I already told you that that Google Cloud or any cloud platform is not free, right? And since Google is giving us something, they have a certain criteria to achieve those credits. Now, Quick Labs is basically Google Cloud training platform developed by Google in about 2009, and it's still being used vastly throughout the world. So the thing over here is that we need to get unlimited credits for a whole month, so that you can use them for your quick labs and for your own learning once the CloudSeekho Challenge 2 Season 2 challenge is up. So if you already have a quick lab account, you can click on sign in, or in our case, since we do not have a quick labs account at the moment, we click on join. Now don't fill up the details to sign in, right? Okay, just write down these steps somewhere I'm telling you, or like if you don't want to write up, there is a whole video and a text document inside the email that you will get. The video is by Saad Hamid Bhai, and like he's explaining very in a great fashion. Okay, so just click on the Google OAuth button, and like just choose your account, sign in. Once you sign in, just accept. I have read it down. I've read them down, so I'm not reading them. But I would suggest that do read these terms and conditions whenever you are filling these up. Okay, accept the terms and conditions, and will be in quick labs in no time, right? So we are inside quick labs, but now still we do not have credits, right? We need monthly credits, unlimited credits for a whole month to complete the challenge. Well, once you are here, once you sign up, or once you sign in, or once you join quick lab platform, again go back to your email and click on the link again, open the link again, right? And then click on enroll in the quest. Once you enroll in the quest, you would be shown some videos, since this would be your very first lab for a CloudSeekho. We are skipping this, but I would recommend that you watch the video. Okay, now what is in the as soon as you enroll in the quest, you will be automatically taken to the very first hands-on lab that we are having over here. The very first hands-on lab for the quest. Okay, now over here you can see that there is a cool start lab button with a timer, and at the right hand side you can see an overview of the lab, right? The code of the lab, how you can the overview of the lab, how you can set up this complete lab, and the instructions for the lab, right? And over here in the yellow box you can see see a score. It is mandatory to complete a score of 100 out of 100, or like in some labs we're having a complete score of 5, in some labs we're having a total score of 20, but you need to complete the score to uh, to have the lab considered as successful or completed. If it's 100, you need to get 100. If it's 5, you need to get 5. If it's 20, you need to get 20. If it's 10, you need to get 10 marks to complete the quest, to complete the lab. Well, okay, without further ado, let's start the lab. Once you click on start the lab, you again need to tell them that you're not a robot. Okay. Now, once you click on the lab, once you click on start the lab, and mark my words, this thing will only appear if you have done all the previous steps correctly. If you have messed up anywhere, you won't see this launch with 1 credit or this lab cost only. You will only see the access code launch sequence, right? Okay, but before that, let me show you that firstly we're having 0 credits, right? Before enrolling in the quest, we were having 0 credits. But after we checked in, enrolled in the quest and open the lab, we are having 9 credits, right? Now you need to start the lab, launch it with 1 credit. Okay, it takes some time. If you enter this flow, it takes a lot of time. Okay, now over here you can see the lab console, console menu, console properties, you will be having three things. One is a username, the other one is your password, and the third one is your GCP project ID. You will learn about these things slowly and gradually ahead. The username and the group project, they'll be much beneficial in many of the labs. And your Google that GCP project ID is unique, right? For every project, your GCP ID would be unique, and it is used almost in every lab for the integration. And well, it is recommended that after this step, you shift to incognito mode on your browser. And because you don't need a bogus email or bogus usernames of Quick Lab on your system doing rounds. All you need to do is just click on incognito mode. But since we are already in incognito mode, so I cannot go in another incognito mode. Okay, well, and these usernames are destroyed after you complete the lab. So these would be completely useless if you use them anywhere else other than this lab, right? Okay, so now once we start the lab and the timer starts, you need to read the documentation. Keep in mind that you need to read the whole documentation. You need to read the documentation completely to move forward or to understand the labs in a great fashion. Now, once you do the task, that I'm not doing the task over here since it would take much time. Once you complete, see what it says over here, it simply says click on the navigation menu. Okay, where you would get the navigation? Okay, let me just go to the cloud console, right? It won't. Okay. What is cloud console? Cloud console is again the basic thing where you use Google Cloud Platform. Okay, all these instructions that I am doing are over here, right? You just need to follow, you just need to read all of them. Okay, this is the cloud platform where we'll work throughout the lab. We will work for the lab, for every lab in CloudSeekho or on for Quick Lab. Okay, now over here, see, this is the navigation menu. That all these things would be here. If you get stuck, or like if you cannot find anything in the cloud in the labs ahead, or like if it says that find data flow and you can't, if you cannot find data flow over here, you just need to go ahead and type on data flow, and it would show it. Now, okay, let's go back to our lab. What does it say? It says that click on the navigation menu, navigate to AI platform, then to notebooks. Okay, you have to find over here where is the AI platform, right? Here is the AI platform. Now, after finding AI platform, it's asked us to click on and go to notebooks. Okay, after AI platform, we go to notebooks. All right, I'm not doing this lab completely. I'm just telling you guys how you can do it, right? Okay, once you're done with all these steps, okay, there are certain checkpoints. There are certain checkpoints to know that you have done the lab or you have not done the lab, like you have done these steps or not. In some cases, why I'm not hearing the voice? Is this the case with everyone? Like, am I not audible?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Then, bro, you have some issues. Okay, well, there are some checkpoints to check whether you have completed the task or not. And these checkpoints uh, make you gain these marks, gain this score. And there are some labs where you won't find the check my progress button. For those, for them, you need to click over here and click on these check my progress buttons. Like there are some labs you would find some you would have some difficulty in doing those because you won't find the check my progress button. But in such labs, the progress is graded automatically once you do the task, or if they are not even if they're not graded, you can click on check my progress. Now see, if I click on check my progress, it tells me that I have earned 0 point, and the reason for having 0 point is it says that please create a cloud storage bucket. Well, I'm not doing this because these are the quests you have to learn, you have to do them, you have to earn all these things. Well, our motive for now was to get unlimited cloud credits or quick lab credits for a whole month. Well, after you do this lab, or like if you don't wish to do this lab, you can continue it later, because once you get unlimited monthly credits, it would be fine. You have to click on end lab. Like after 5 minutes, you can click on end the lab. Once you click on end lab, you have to give some good reviews. Okay, we have to give some makeup reviews and then submit it. Thank you for reviewing this lab. Now after some time, like the whole process is done. Now we want here that we have unlimited credits. Now you have to wait for some time. It takes some time. It takes almost sometime it takes 1 day, sometime it takes 2 minutes, sometime it takes hours, or sometime it takes weeks for your account to get monthly subscription. I think it's going to take some time. Okay, so till then, let me brief you about the email that you will be getting. Right after you complete all these labs, right? Okay, not all these labs. After you complete 6 quests from the list given here, remember to be able to be counted for the swags or for the prizes, you have to complete quests from the given list. If you complete 6 quests, you'll be getting these cool swags: a bottle, a bag, a notepad, a pen, a badge, and a sticker. But if you complete 12 quests, you'll be getting a flash drive and a cup with in addition to all these 6 swags. Well, okay, after you have done these quests, you need to tell them that you have done the quest, right? The link for the submission form would be in the email sent to you by Google Cloud once you are registered. You have to tell them over here that what you have done, what all you have done. Okay, again, I forgot the email. You have to tell them that how much quests you have done. I have completed at least 12 quests. Okay, they'll ask your information, they'll ask your details. Okay, but what you have to do at first is you have to, okay, so, now our monthly credits are activated. Over here now, when we click it, you see that where we're having the option of 9 credits or 8 credits, we're having a monthly subscription written, and it would end on November the 4th. Okay, as many times, but don't submit the reviews once the lab has been completely. Yeah. Okay, so what Google ask you to do is, once all your labs are completed, right, you need to click on here My Learning, and you need to create your public profile link. Right now, this link over here shows how many quick labs you have done, or how much labs you have completed, how many quests you have completed. All the details are over here. You have to submit this link in the reporting form over here, right? Quick lab profile link. And you also have to mention on any social media platform, be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it LinkedIn, you have to make a public post announcing that you have completed these quests for CloudSeekho, and you have to mention hashtag CloudSeekho, right? You have to mention the hashtag CloudSeekho. So once you have once written this, you also need to include your quick lab public profile link in your that public post, and then you need to share the link of that post over here, right? And finally, you need to write that how you have to write the comments. I'm very sorry for the noise from the at my back. I'm sorry for that. Okay, well, you have to give your reviews that how CloudSeekho help you, what you have learned from CloudSeekho, and all that, right? Okay, so with this, after doing this, just wait, and you will be having your all the things at your home, right? So with this as or this session should come to an end, and like I think we'll be taking questions now, right?
Okay, Marcel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There are already some questions posted. I think there was someone asking that how many times we can enroll and unenroll in a lab.
It's unlimited times. Yeah, but no, it's not unlimited times. There is some limit. Like if you do that for 10 to 15 times, actually my lab also got blocked. So what you have to do is once you are in the lab, once you are doing the lab, you would be having this chat button over here, right? The chat, like the customer support team of Quick Labs is very great. They are very responsive. They are very supportive. But since we are having the cloud month, 30 days of cloud going on in India, and we are also having CloudSeekho in Pakistan, so they would be quite busy. So you'll have to wait for your query to be answered, but they will answer. And if your lab gets blocked, just tell them, and they will reset the counter. But first you have to tell them this won't happen automatically. This would have to be manual. If you get stuck anywhere and you can't find an answer, you are there is some technical difficulty, you can talk to them. Well, giving example like yesterday or day before yesterday, the Jupyter lab for cloud this quest. Where is this noise coming from? I don't know. Thank you so much for muting me as well. Okay, well, there was a problem for Jupyter lab in past days, and yeah, that was worldwide. So they were like dealing with it, and as soon as it was resolved, all the people affected by it were emailed that bro, your issue is resolved. Like, so now, if you are stuck at anywhere, if you feel any technical difficulty and you cannot find the answer, chat is where you go, right? Okay, question. There are okay. Fatma, you can just tell me the questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Yes, for sure. So there's a question. There's many labs comes under introduction to ML. Introduction to ML. So we have to do 6 labs from one topic, or we have to do all.
No, 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 no. You have to do 6 quests, right? I never said labs. There are mentions you have to complete 6 quests, right? And in that quest, you have to complete all the labs that are there. Now, for example, introduction to ML image processing. There are now introduction to ML image processing is a quest. It's not a lab. It's a quest. And in that quest, we are having 5 steps. Those steps may be videos, those steps may be hands-on labs. You have to complete all these steps, right? For getting this badge, for completing the quest. For getting the swags, or like for having it counted, you need to complete 6 quests, right? You need to complete 6 quests from this link. The quests are, you can do introduction to ML using image processing, introduction to ML using language processing, BigQuery basics, BigQuery basics for marketing analytics, packetology, intermediate ML, data ML integrate. Like you can do any of these 13 labs. You have to complete at least 6 labs out of these 13 to be able for to enable yourself to for getting these flags. Got it? Like, is the question answered?
Yeah, basically, we do have another question. Do we have to enroll in a quest from step 2 or by step 3?
You have to enroll in the quest by step 3, but you have to complete step 2 to get unlimited monthly credits. Like without Google Cloud credits, you won't be able to do any of the quests. See, once if you read over here, for every lab it's written कि भाई how many credits do we require to do this lab or to attempt this lab. Here, one credit. Some labs need 7 credits. Some lab need 100 credits. Like you will encounter these labs in once you are doing the quest or once you are learning these things. Some lab need 100 credits. What? How can you find them? How can you get those credits? Therefore, what Google did, Google allowed us to have monthly subscription, unlimited cloud credits for a whole month, right? So therefore, to get those unlimited credits, you have to complete step number 2. And once you are done with the step number 2, you can select any quest from step number 3 and complete 6 labs. And once your labs are completed, 6 or 12, complete depends on you, as much labs as you complete. Once you are done with those, then you need to go to step 4 and fill up the form, right? And submit it, and then wait to get your swags. Okay, is the question answered?
Yes, it's definitely answered. So we have another questions actually. Yeah. In monthly subscription, we may access all quests and labs free, right?
Yes, yes. All quests and labs that are in that come under Google Cloud platform. You can access them for free for a whole month.
And yeah, next question. It means in the May we have given a list of quests that these are not labs.
Yeah,
Yes.
these are not labs, these are quests. If you open them, if you open every link over here, you see I'm opening all the links over here, right? Just a second. You would see that each link contain different set of labs. Here we are having 5 steps. Here we are having again 5 steps. Okay, well, okay, here we're having 8 steps, right? Now, as I already said, there are some labs that have 10 steps. And some labs have a choice, some quests have a choice, if you want to do this lab or that lab, that would be concluded, that would be counted. These are having 5 steps, 7 steps, 7 steps, 8 steps, 6 steps, right? These are all quests. And inside the quest, you would find labs. Obviously, it's not that simple. अगर इतना simple होता तो Google इतना सब कुछ थोड़ी ना apply कर रहा होता. Learning takes time. Learning require you to give time.
Yes, so before we continue with the questions, I wanted to mention everyone, please fill the feedback form so that we may improve the second sessions as with the time. I'm dropping off the link right now. Do fill it up, please. Thank you. And also we do have the question meanwhile. If we didn't get the credits from the link, then
If you follow the process, you will get the credits. If you mess up somewhere, if you like, if you're having some difficulty, if you do not follow any step, then you won't be able to get the credits. And well, as I said, if you have any difficulty, if you face any technical difficulty that cannot be solved by any other person, uh, you can contact on the chat button that is available at the bottom left, bottom right. नहीं, first of all तो ये मसला आना ही नहीं चाहिए, right? But अगर आता भी है, if it still persists, then you can contact them on the chat. Okay, well, meanwhile, let me show you the Slack as well. Okay, how the Slack is.
okay,
Well,
so
and like, yeah, what's you saying?
okay, so we have another question. In labs documentation, we have training for doing labs. I mean
Yeah,
literature, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
yeah. What's your question?
It was in labs documentation. We have training for doing labs. I mean literature, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. See, basically, they want you to learn. How would you learn without knowing anything?
Also,
They teach you, first they tell you how you do it, and then they ask you to do it practically, right? Okay, well, just Fatma, just a second. Let me give you guys a brief introduction about the Slack platform. Once you sign up with the Slack, you would be inside the GDG Cloud Islamabad. Well, we are having 5 Google developer groups in Pakistan: Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, Quetta, and Cloud Islamabad, right? So after all these, like once you are inside the Slack, if you have any query, if the query is not is still being settled by the chat, and if you like, or if you get the queue very far, like sometimes you get queued up in hundreds, and you have to wait for 5 to 6 hours for your query to be answered. Well, for that, if you cannot wait that much, you can simply share your query over here. You can share your query with the community, right? Just like over here, see this guy has mentioned explore machine learning model where I do mistake in task 4. Like if you are having any mistake, no one is there to help you out. You can post your query in the Slack channel and the community would help you, right? And there are some professionals there are some people from the industry who are also ready to help you out. You can introduce yourself, you can have all the news, you can have announcements, you can access the announcements from here as well, right? And like if you have any issue regarding GCP, regarding quick labs, there are certain things that you can surely go for. Okay, so let's just resume the questions we're having.
Mustafa, can you also show the slide where you have written down all the emails for them to post queries?
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, well, yeah. So if you guys have any issues, if you guys get any query, these guys will be there to help you out. You can access them or you can contact them on the given emails.
Okay, there's an interesting question by Mr. Amit. He says, can you share the value or some reason for that completing quests, like earning money, or what are they exactly? Where will we use
Guys,
them in our career?
yeah, sure. See, the future is technology, right? The future is data. The future is artificial intelligence. The future is cloud computing. Uh, you can like, अगर मैं आप लोगों आपको एक simple सा मिसाल दूँ, the least example that I can give you is you can join Fiverr, you can create a gig at Google Cloud Platform. And like cloud platforms are in demand in markets. भले वो हैदराबाद की आईटी मार्केट हो या कराची की आईटी मार्केट हो या इस्लामाबाद की, लाहौर की, कहीं की भी आईटी मार्केट हो, cloud computing engineers is a complete set of skills that industries are hiring for. They are paying lakhs of salaries to people who know cloud computing. After doing these labs, after uh, these are just for the basics, right? If you get your interest, you develop your interest in cloud computing after doing these labs, you can continue it and you can like choose cloud computing as a career choice. Recently, I saw a job posting that people who know, like there was a company in Lahore, they were looking for a GCP expert, and like they were willing to pay 1.5 lakhs for per month as in salary. Like if you can do it, it can change your life completely. I hope I answered this question. Like or like if you have further query on this, you can contact me directly as well.
Also, we had a question. Monthly subscription or 8 or 9 credits shown at this side means same, right? That we have credits for quests.
Sorry?
Monthly subscription or 8 or 9 credits shown at the side means same, right? That we have credits for the quests.
No, they're not the same. अगर like अगर वो सेम होते तो गूगल आपको मंथली सब्सक्रिप्शन क्यों दे रहा होता? You are good with 9 credits. See, the thing is, Google does not like loopholes. The community does not like loopholes. If you are having 9 credits, that means you have 9 credits. If you have monthly subscription, that means you have unlimited credits. Like, you know the meaning of the word unlimited? La tadad, la mahdud. There is no limit how much you spend those credits for a month. These are not the same. 9 credits means 9 credits. Monthly subscription means you have unlimited credits. Right? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I
I think these were the questions. If we missed any question, you can post them again, maybe, because I think we've answered most of the questions. Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
guys, like if you have any question, Fatima, I'm adding my LinkedIn here as well.
for sure.
Yeah, sure.
So for that, I have to copy my LinkedIn ID. I don't remember it. You guys can contact me on LinkedIn. Like if you have any issues or like if you cannot get anything, you can contact me on LinkedIn as well. Okay? Or like yeah, LinkedIn is better than Facebook or those things. LinkedIn is better.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
We get badges, and do we get a certificate also? I mean, how do we show that we have these skills on LinkedIn?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I mean, we get badges, and how can we represent those badges as our skills on LinkedIn?
1 minute, Fatima, 1 minute. Just a second. Actually, my headphones are running out of battery. Let me just switch. Just a second. Okay, so am I audible again?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, what was the question, please?
The question was that how do we show our skills on LinkedIn? I mean, those badges. I mean, how do we include them in our resume, or how do we
Okay, well,
represent them?
Actually, because of the exams, I was very lazy to do this thing. Well, to show you guys, I'll do this now. Okay. See, once you are in your once you're signed in your Go, let me show you the practical. Create this practically. Is my screen quite visible, right?
Yes.
It is.
All you have to do is go to your my quick labs, go to your profile, go to my learning, and then go to your public profile. Like you yourself have to go to your public profile, and then to add any badge to your LinkedIn, just click on add to LinkedIn. All the information will be pre-filled, and you just have to like uh, do this thing by yourself. Okay, I don't know why it is showing again and again. How can we just stop this from popping it out? Okay, so the name of the certification, the name of the course that you have done, or the name of the class that you completed. For suppose I'm taking here, this is good. Automate interactions with contact center AI. Name. The issuing authority is GCP. It is not showing over here. Google Cloud. All right, leave this. Just write down Google over here. Right now, this credentials does not expire. Share them your issue date. What is my issue date? Okay, September 2020. September 2020. And you can also share your quick lab profiles link if you need to, if you want to. It's completely optional if you want to. Right, and then just click on save. It would be added on your licenses and certifications. See, automatic interaction with contact center AI and I hope so. Like Fatma, your query is clear. Like how you can add these badges to your.
Yes, that was Hina's question, and I guess it is
Okay,
clear
sorry.
now,
So
right?
sorry.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah, Hina, is
Marcel.
it clear?
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
totally clear. Okay, I think we have already answered most of the questions, so I would just ask everyone to just click on the feedback form that was posted in the chat. So you can also ask questions later on the emails that we just dropped in. So yeah, you can hit us on the emails, and don't forget to fill the feedback form. So we are going to wrap up
Okay,
now.
so
So yeah, Fatma.
Mubin, okay, just 1 second, Hina.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, Mubin, so you won't be getting certificates, right? This is not about showing people that you know. It's your self-learning thing, right? So you won't be getting certificates. Although, yeah, Google would be sharing uh, appreciation letter with you that you can show to the people to the people that you have completed CloudSeekho 2, but they won't be giving you a particular certificate for completing these 6 labs or 12 labs. And if you do less than 6 labs, you won't be getting anything. 6 lab is the threshold. If you go above the 6 labs, like if you complete 6 lab, you'll be getting these swags on the upper line, and if you complete 12 quests, you'll be getting all these swags, all these things you'll be getting them, right? I hope I answered it, Mubin. Okay, thanks, sir. Bro, I'm not sir. I'm not sir. I'm Mursal. Right? Well, apart from that, uh, uh, Fatma is there.
Yes, I am there.
Yeah. Okay, so we will also be hosting an event on Hacktoberfest, right? You well, apart from that event, okay. Well, apart from that event, you guys can also sign up your own selves I'm talking about Hacktoberfest, right? October is the month of October is considered a very cool month for developers all around the world. And Hacktoberfest is an event organized by DigitalOcean along with Dev and some other sponsors. This year, Intel is sponsoring Hacktoberfest. So if you do that, what all you have to do is in the Hacktoberfest, you have to basically Hacktoberfest is to encourage open source contributions. Is to encourage open source contributors to learn open source. Well, being honest, I learned how to contribute to open source in Hacktoberfest 2018. Right, Hacktoberfest was my beginning to sponsor to contribute to open source. If you want to contribute to open source, then Hacktoberfest is the place where you can learn how you can do it and like get every information. See, these days when you are going into the market, people do not check that how many projects you have done. They do not ask you for a CV. Well, I'm telling this all these for developers, right? The recruiters don't ask you कि भाई आपने काम क्या किया हमें दिखाओ. They won't be asking you कि आपने app बनाई है, wow great, show us this app. They won't be asking you this. They simply ask you to give us your GitHub profile. We'll check it out ourselves. हमें दे दो, हम खुद ही देख लेंगे तो आपने कितना काम किया. So being a developer in 2020 or in today's era, it is very much like advised to keep your LinkedIn and GitHub updated, right? And well, these days you can have your complete CV on GitHub as well. Like the new Markdown feature by GitHub, it's very cool. Okay, not deviating from the subject. All you have to do is go to hacktoberfest or digitalocean.com and register yourself and just sign up. Sign up and start creating 4 PRs, 4 pull requests. Okay, on this website you will get all the details about what is a pull request, how you can do it, and why is it necessary. Like everything regarding Hacktoberfest, everything regarding this you will get over here. And once you complete the quest, once you complete Hacktoberfest, well, Hacktoberfest is all throughout October, throughout the month of October, right? If you do that, you will get these cool T-shirt and some swags as well. Well, if you join us for the event on Wednesday, we'll be sharing some cool links as well. Well, okay, that's all from my side. I had to make this announcement, and like, if you like this, if you like the concept of open sourcing, if you want to contribute to the society, if you wish to contribute to the society, uh, you must go for Hacktoberfest, right? Okay, share the link, Mursal Bhai. Okay, here is the link. Here you go, right? Okay, so thank you. You want me to open my camera? Actually, I'm having a very dim light, so I cannot open my camera.
I guess that is okay. You know, now you would have to wrap up everything.
Okay. Thank you for sharing the October quest information. I think it's a global fest, right? It's not just for Pakistan, right?
Yeah, it's global. It's global, and like being honest, you will learn a lot. See, the thing that you guys should be focusing at this stage is that learning. Build yourself as much as you can. Learn as many things as you can, because you won't get time once you are in final year. That once you are in final year, that means your university life, your learning period is almost over. Whatever we are doing, whatever we have done, we have learned it till 3rd year. And like हमें ना कभी कभार अफसोस होता है कि यार हमें जो चीजें अभी पता चल रही हैं, why didn't our seniors tell us these things when we were juniors? अगर वो हमें बता देते तो आज I don't know, maybe there would have been some changes. So like what we need, what we wish कि हमें जो चीजें पता हैं, हमें जो चीजें सीखने के मौके पता हैं, हम अपने जूनियर्स तक